A weekend of Suns hoops begins tonight with a Friday night marquee matchup as Ant-Man and many come to town in an NBA Cup battle. It's the Suns and the Timberwolves here on Arizona's Family Sports. Welcome inside the beautiful Mortgage Matchup Center. A happy game day to you, gang. Glad you could join us. I got the smooth shooter, Eddie Johnson. I'm Devin Ray. We'll check in shortly here with Amanda Flugrepp. Well, it's good to see the Suns get back into the win column and win there in Portland on Wednesday night. And not surprisingly, coming off the bench, Collin Gillespie spearheading another gem of a game.
He's on the radar now. He can't sneak in. He can't feel like he can work through the cracks. Teams know about him now. I mean, some of the things that he has done on the basketball court, that's not for a young player. I mean, just the way he manipulates the two-man game, just how aggressive he is on defense, his ability to get in and rebound, and then most importantly, take the tough shot. He is unafraid to take a tough shot now, even with Devin and Dillon Brooks on each side of him. That tells me that he's arrived.
Yeah, he's become one of the game's best this season with that catch-and-shoot three-point stroke. It has been deadly, and the Suns have needed it, especially in light of Grayson Allen, who remains sidelined again here tonight. Well, let's go back to Portland again. Don't mind the police tape. It was just the Phoenix defense being charged with 19 steals each. They were just absolute ball hawkers.
Maybe the hardest I've seen the Suns work all around up in Portland. They were just on the move, and they were playing the passing lanes. They were up on their offensive player, not allowing them to get good movement, and then just really being aggressive at taking the ball away and turning it around and getting easy opportunities in the fast break. That's something, K-Ray, they're going to have to do against Minnesota. They're a big team, Minnesota as well, and the Suns' advantage is to run them, especially off turnover.
Yeah, that defense will have to be ramped up even more so here tonight. As we mentioned, it is a cup battle. Minnesota comes in here 2-0 in the cup standings. Well, they battled for the title of best shooting guard in the association over the last few years, which means the fans are in for a treat anytime Devin Booker and Anthony Edwards are on the floor together. Friday night fireworks on tap. It's Book, Ant-Man, Suns, Timberwolves, NBA Cup battle. And it's coming your way next here on Arizona's Family Sports.
Tonight, a giant matchup at Mortgage Matchup Center with the centers, the Suns Solar Eclipse, Mark Williams, and the Stifle Tower, Rudy Gobert, will go head-to-head.
The #1 and #2 reach, highest reach in the NBA, Gobert and then Mark.
How about you?
They can literally go, well, I had to look it up, but on their tiptoes, they can both grab the rim. How about that?
Doing some research on a Friday night. Tom Chambers, way to go, fella. Hornitos, the Suns Eclipse, throwing shade in the paint. Look at this guy, man. On the perimeter, too, blocking shots like three-point attempts. But TC, the blocks, the alterations, the U-turns should all be calculated.
Well, they both, I mean, Mark Williams is huge. Rudy Gobert's not as tall, but their arms, they intimidate people. I mean, they can just block the shot like right there. He didn't leave his tiptoes, so yeah, they've got to be aware of that. And Mark, I think, is just going to continue to get better.
Oh, how many times do you see a guy driving to the lane, they see Mark Williams, they turn around and go the other way? Williams this season, 17 steals, 12 blocks, so that means 29 stocks. Frank the Tank will be taking the Suns' first shot in moments.
Ooh.
Nothing but net. No, you didn't just say that.
For everyone. And by Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Achieve legendary status. You do you at Gila River Resorts and Casinos.
On a cool 62-degree evening here in downtown Phoenix, we welcome you inside the Mortgage Matchup Center and count it down to the Suns and the Timberwolves. Let's take a look at our Hero Bread starting lineups. First off, for your Suns, it'll be Devin Booker, Dillon Brooks, Royce O'Neal, Ryan Dunn, and Mark Williams. For the Timberwolves, it'll be Ant-Man, DiVincenzo, McDaniels, Julius Randle, and the big man in the middle, Rudy Gobert. Now let's swing it over to Amanda Flugrepp.
Well, the Suns are back at home and will be tested tonight against Minnesota. And today at shoot-around, Ryan Dunn spoke about that matchup, saying the Wolves, they are tough, they are gritty, and every one of their players is playing super hard right now, 1 through 17. And looking at their depth, Dunn said any one of them can get going, and it can hurt us early on. So it's finding ways to pressure them, and also the biggest one, not let Anthony Edwards get downhill and into the paint.
Yeah, that is certainly going to be one of the keys, Eej, but he sets the temperature for this Minnesota ball club.
Yeah, he really does. And look, he's had his way, too, with the Suns. So he comes with a lot of confidence. And realistically, their whole team. I mean, the Suns have really had a difficult time beating this Minnesota Timberwolves team. But this is a different team. And so I think that's going to be the surprise for Minnesota based on how the Suns play.
Well, just moments ago, our very own Frank Kaminsky, Frank the Tank, got things started with the Suns up first shot. Brought to you by Gila River Resorts and Casinos.
Oh, cut him.
TC put the bad juju on him at the end of the pregame show. Gila River Resorts and Casinos will be making a $1,000 donation to the Suns Phoenix Mercury Foundation on behalf of one Frank Kaminsky.
I'm worried when they're going to try to trot one of us out there, huh?
Oh,
I'm not doing it.
Don't include us. That would be you.
I'm not doing it.
You played in the league.
Oh, ain't that a killer? We've had people out there that didn't play. No, I'm not going unless you're going. Say that.
We do a tag team free throw. Is that what you're looking for?
No, I'm not ruining my reputation. You know, people around Phoenix think I never missed a shot in my life.
Where would they ever have come up with that idea as we get this fun Friday night?
Let legend have it.
But I tell you what, a big return for Minnesota tonight. Jaden McDaniels, who missed the last game, as Booker put Gobert on skates, froze the four-time Defensive Player of the Year, looking like a French statue as Book walked into the rim.
What I was impressed with is he went with the left hand and didn't have to. It's almost like he's practicing.
Here is McDaniels. He was listed as questionable. Missed their last game against Washington. And here is Edwards. Get a whistle and a foul called outside on the made basket. They're going to call it on Booker.
Yeah, Devin getting the free opportunity early on, and they're calling a foul on Devin away from the ball. That's the second time now in 2 games where we've gotten a call like that. And that happens 20 times a game. You know, why call it early in the game? Yeah, he made the shot.
Yeah, we'll see if we've got a clear shot of it. I did not see what happened, obviously, with eyes focused on the shooter, Anthony Edwards. And that's a big make as DiVincenzo playing the passing lane, gets the steal. He drives inside. Drew contact there, didn't get a whistle. I'm sure to the disappointment of the Timberwolves as Edwards driving inside. That loose ball knocked around. Gathered in by Brooks.
Yeah, and if you're Dylan Brooks, you got to push the ball up. You cannot dribble softly.
Ryan Dunn finds a sweet spot in the corner.
Well, you know, with Grayson Allen out, you know, other guys have to step up, especially from behind the 3. Good to see Ryan knock that down early.
Gobert on the roll to the basket. Bigger roll inside. No friendly rim here. Up the floor now to Booker. Finds a trailing Royce O'Neal. Arching 3 on the way. Got it. Well, Royce came out of the shoots, hit his first 3 in the game on Wednesday night. Finished with just 9 points, but always good to see that early one go down.
Yeah, he's got so much confidence. But I really love what the Suns are doing. On misses, you got to push this team. They got some big guys out here. You got to make them pay.
Edwards driving, and then it's McDaniels who scoops up the loose ball with nobody there. But as I mentioned, he is back after missing a game. He had a streak of 188 straight games. Sideline with a left wrist sprain. You can see it's got a little tape brace on it as Brooks is able to navigate inside. Good start here for the Suns against this Timberwolves team. It's just ahead of them in the standings. Minnesota comes in 5-2 on the road, 10-5 overall.
Yeah, but they're ahead of them as well in the in-season tournament.
Yeah.
And this is a very important game.
Well, 2-0, so Minnesota already 2 games under their belt in Cup play. This is just the second Cup game, but to your point, it is significant for the Suns because a win by Minnesota tonight, and that kind of puts them on the fast track.
Yeah.
In terms of this group pairing. DiVincenzo on the drive. Ryan Dunn like a defensive back playing the passing lane. Up the floor now to Williams. And then just throws it away. And the Suns can't take advantage of the gift. DiVincenzo on the 3-ball.
Mark was like, I'm taking one dribble and I'm getting rid of it.
I've seen the way these guys play defense. I want no part of it. Brooks getting Randall on his hip. Leaner inside of the glass, off the mark, and Gobert says, no, that one's mine. Here's a Traylor McDaniels driving in on Booker. And Williams thought he was going to be able to hang and avoid the contact, but McDaniels now in year 6.
Yeah, and an aggressive McDaniels, who's really ramped up his aggressiveness offensively. And, you know, that was something I hope did not happen too soon, but now he is a threat.
Averaging career high. And look, we saw one of the reasons why he's had to elevate his game, because Alexander Walker now in Atlanta playing some of the best basketball of his career, and that's the one guy that they are missing right now. But McDaniels, as you said, so far has stepped up, because not only career highs, but 52% from 3 this season.
Yeah, he's capable. I always felt he was capable of doing it. And they have too. They've always tried to really force feed him and make him shoot the ball.
Booker comes off the screen up high. McDaniel stepping out defensively on him. Gets a switch. Going to double team inside McDaniel. Williams. A collision down inside with Randall. And can't get the roll. Here is Randall. He was a handful for the Suns last season. Dunn nearly had himself a steal, which sends the defense down on DiVincenzo.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't face anybody as aggressive as Dylan Brooks, though. And he got away with that one.
Got the friendly bounce
luck
there.
Pure luck there. But a soft touch as well.
Booker splits the defense, glides inside. We'll get the whistle and the foul. Gives us a chance to set our officiating crew tonight in his 15th season. Kevin Scott, our crew chief. In year 18, Eric Dalen. And in his 4th season, Robert Hussey. So Book back to the free throw line. Comes in almost 5th in the association in free throw attempts, 113 on the year. We get a look at our health update brought to you by Banner Health, official healthcare partner of the Phoenix Suns. See, Jalen continues to make his way back. Grayson making good progress, and Rasheer. That's a tough one, Each, because Rasheer getting his first real extended minutes at Portland, but ended up turning his ankle late in that game. Didn't see it at the time, but this seems like the kind of game and kind of matchup and lineup that Minnesota has that he might be able to get himself back on the floor.
Well, just based on how he looked in the last game, he earned his opportunity to play some more.
Randall driving baseline, whistles a pass inside, scoops up the loose ball, and the Suns just smothering team defense, forces them into a timeout, and now Ryan Dunn coming up hobbling. Did not see what occurred there with Ryan.
He kind of aggravated his ankle last game as well, and he kind of walked it off.
He's trying to do the same thing, kind of holding the lower left part of his leg near the ankle. And Booker probing inside, gets into the paint. Boy, in and out.
Yeah, that ticks you off.
Yeah, a little bit like that. This free throw that he had as Randall slips inside. Pass up the floor now to Dunn.
In that situation, I like Ryan Dunn just drive and look at Randall and try to figure it out, as he did right there.
Gets to him, tapped around, but it's DiVincenzo who controls for Minnesota. Quick advance pass up the floor now to Edwards. Edwards struggling from the field over the last couple of games. Randall gets the screen and rattles in the long 3, shooting 37% on the season. We'll get a timeout with Minnesota in front, 15-11, 6:54 to go here in the first. Downtown Phoenix. Time now for the Honeywell Aerospace STEM stats.
Look at that defense. Fight over that screen. Don't just give in to it. Try to break up the play and then getting back on defense, putting your hands up. That's why you have hands. Put them up. You'll knock the balls away. That's what the Suns have done really well. And then help defense. Jordan Goodwin gets the easy one.
You see the 19 steals. You love that. All 5 starters with at least 2 steals in that game each.
Again, it's infectious. You know, again, I think Dillon Brooks is the start of all of this.
Yep.
I think just the way that he plays just forces the rest of these guys to not let up.
Yeah, with the starters recording multiple steals. First time since 1983, Suns team has done that. Deep 3 on the way. O'Neal fires over the outstretched hand of Gobert. Here is Randall. He's got the team's last 7 points. Already a couple of made threes. Throws that big body into Brooks. Tapped around, controlled by McDaniels. Swinging around back to Randall on the drive across the lane. McDaniel kind of loads up once, twice. Gobert on the offensive glass. Back to Randall behind the stripe. Won't get that one. Boy, Gobert. Oh, they're going to get a foul on Mark Williams when it certainly appeared as though Gobert had a handful of the shoulder of Williams.
Yeah, look, this is where the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to beat the Suns. So the Suns' job, if they can get rebounds, they're gone. So that's the key.
4 early offensive rebounds here for Minnesota. DiVincenzo gets the screen, fired to 3, no. Long rebound, Gillespie's got it. Up the floor to Booker. And Book punches it down.
Example of what I'm talking about. They're all going to the offensive glass because they feel confident that they can get a rebound.
McDaniels lines it up in the corner, won't get it. Gobert with a tap once, twice. And another foul there inside. That's going to be charged on Dillon Brooks. That's going to be 2 fouls on Brooks and 2 fouls on Mark Williams. Six rebounds already for Gobert, 3 of which offensive.
How about a 10-second violation on the free throw line? Oh, that's a weak foul. I mean, the ball was gone.
The ball was gone.
Yeah, I don't understand that. That's just.
I mean, look, if it's 3rd or 4th quarter, I think the Suns would challenge that. But as we've seen, it becomes costly if you challenge in the first and come away empty-handed. But
I guess you can't touch players. Hey, not allowed to touch anybody.
Jordan Goodwin's checked into the game, so he joins Collin Gillespie. And these two have created a nice little chemistry on the floor together. Gillespie hits it back now. Booker gets a screen. O'Neal swings it to the corner. Gillespie running past the defender Gobert inside Williams, and Suns finally able to generate a whistle. That's going to be charged on Jaden McDaniels.
Good movement of the basketball right there. Collin Gillespie doing the right thing. He could have forced that shot. He had every right to attempt it because the shot clock going down. But he knew how much time he had to take a dribble and create for Mark Williams.
Right, and not only that, Deej, but knowing that pump fake drew Gobert out of the paint, so the shot blocker is gone.
Yeah, and if Gobert jumps out there, then you should feel confident that you can get around him.
So Williams at the free throw line at 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals in a game on Wednesday night, the victory over Portland. Suns starters were able to take the rest of the game off of the 4th quarter. That'll become significant because 3 games in the next 4 days is what looms ahead. Swinging around, Naz Reid. He is a problem off the bench. Leaner inside. Williams gets the box out that time. Suns with an advantage. Gobert trailing on the play. Williams runs the floor and gets the payoff pass. And that's exactly what Williams and Booker saw in an and-one opportunity.
And again, that's what I talked about before the game. The Suns win the running game. And look, you see how Gobert and DiVincenzo is just trotting back. And that's what you can catch them with, you know. And so it's just important to do the hard thing first, and that's rebound.
Right.
You know, so if the Suns can get a rhythm of rebounding, they can find themselves getting separation in this game.
A missed free throw there for Williams. 2 of 3 to start. 4 points, couple of rebounds. Gobert with a handoff to the ageless Mike Conley. That drive inside, tapped around. Booker's got it. Suns with numbers. Flips a pass to Goodwin. And Goodwin stepping out of bounds before the shot.
Yeah, and I'm all for, again, you know, the way the game is played today. You run for the three, you got it. But I think Goodwin had a layup. And if he didn't have a layup, he had a dish off to Mark Lee. It's like you have to see it develop. Right. Especially in a close game right now, you're trying to, who's going to get the rhythm, you know. Go ahead and take the deuce.
But to your point, in today's game, I think it's safe to say that sometimes players get tunnel vision on where they're supposed to be, right?
Exactly.
Gobert stretched way outside. Good on-ball defense by Nick Richards. Edwards with the step through. Isaiah Livers out of the floor for the Suns. Gillespie working on Conley.
I think Gillespie can get the best of Conley. Used to be a tremendous defender, but up there in age.
And Conley now in his 19th season. Deep three on the way from Gillespie and splashes it off Jefferson.
I mean, his range is getting further and further away.
You are not wrong there. He was 4 of 9 in the game on Wednesday night. 19 points. Livers able to avoid the contact. Here's Edwards. Probing the defense. Able to get right to the cup. As you mentioned, Edwards had struggled in the 2 previous games coming in here. Last 3 games, as a matter of fact. 33% in the field.
That's going to call. They got a timeout right there. You know what? I'm glad they got the timeout because I thought it would be a foul on Devin.
Knotted at 20 apiece here in this NBA Cup battle between the Suns and the Timberwolves.
Your Make You Smile moment brought to you by Studio B Smiles, and he melted hearts across America with a wave and a smile, and that is Sterling, aka Popcorn Kid, shown on the Jumbotron, just enjoying the game. The video has gained over 50 million views across social media, and the Suns, they've welcomed Sterling and his family back tonight as they were able to hang out pregame and watch warm-ups, and he also joined me pregame too, and he was seriously the cutest kid, and I have to say the most well-behaved kid. He sat next to me and ate popcorn, and we just talked a little bit, but I really enjoyed getting to know him.
That is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I didn't realize it when I first saw it that was right here in our home arena, but what a wholesome and precious little shot there of the young man. Edwards bottled up. Good Suns double team, and second shot clock violation this Suns defense has forced.
It started out front. They were trying to target Collin Gillespie, and then once he got him, Collin did a good job of cutting him off. And now the shot clock's running down. So great defensive possession there.
Here is Jordan Goodwin. Booker navigates across the lane, leaves it short. Richards fighting for it. Back tap into the hands of Randall. Here's the veteran Randall. Big body barreling down the lane. Naz Reid, he will fire from just about anywhere. Gillespie beats into the loose ball. Quick lead pass up the floor down to Brooks.
And you're seeing, you're seeing this story play out. Long rebounds, quick rebounds, turn and run, take advantage.
Goodwin comes up with another Phoenix steal. Pocket pass inside, and Richards brings a little bit of that big Nick energy.
You see the speed and quickness, like when a turnover happens. I mean, they're just like greyhounds off to the race. I could have said Kevin Ray off to the race.
But you said it, like they clearly that was at the top of the scouting report tonight for this team, is when they've got an opportunity to run, you got to take advantage. As Reid able to slip inside. Gillespie sets up in the corner.
Leave that guy open.
Suns 3 of 4 start from downtown. Richards stepping out now on Edwards. He'd be expecting a little help. Edwards will bail him out by attempting the long contested three.
Exactly what Nick wanted him to do.
Gillespie fires across the floor now to Booker. Drives inside, gets the collision against the veteran Conley.
What Minnesota's going to find out playing against this Suns team is the speed and how they play compared to what Minnesota had been doing over the last year or so against the Suns. It's a different animal.
Yeah.
And if you don't pick up your feet and run, you're in trouble.
Let's get a message from our friends at Kia. Yeah, Minnesota obviously comes in here winners of 8 straight against the Suns. And I was talking with Wolf and Luke earlier today on the Suns radio flagship, and, you know, just talking about the history and how this team is going to handle it. But I said, you know, really when you think about it, it's only Book who's got the extended history with this because of how many new faces there are in this Suns roster. As Gillespie has it, he's trying to fight off 2 Minnesota players and try to rip it away. They'll charge it out of bounds, so Minnesota basketball. And the Suns are going to challenge it. Our early green light special. And the Suns coaching staff clearly saw something they thought was
Phoenix has called timeout to challenge out of bounds.
Clear enough to get a challenge just late in the first.
They definitely saw something quickly.
Back at the replay center in Secaucus tonight is Brandon Adair, Leon Wood, and Murat Kogut.
Oh, it's a foul.
I mean, you got both players
he grabbed
under
his hand.
arms.
Yeah, it's a foul. I mean, this double fouls. I don't know what the
decide who you want to call it against.
Yeah,
Clark or Randall.
Both of them was fouling. They were grabbing arm instead of ball. Yeah, it looked like it was on Randall first. You see, he still has control. He still has control. He took it away from Randall, could have held it for a jump ball. And then look, it's grabbing of arms. It has nothing to do with the ball.
Kevin Scott, our crew chief here tonight. Looks like we're going to get a call here pretty quickly. And make an adjustment on the clock, too. Here's a call.
After review, the replay center official rules Randall commits illegal contact to the arm of Gillespie. Therefore, the challenge is successful. The call will be overturned. Phoenix will shoot 2 free throws, and Phoenix will have the opportunity for a second challenge, and they'll be awarded their timeout back.
That's a double win.
Yeah.
The double win is, well, triple win, to tell you the truth.
I was going to say.
Suns get the ball.
Yeah.
Then they get the free throws, and then Randall gets a foul. So that's how you use a challenge, Kevin Ray.
Yeah. And credit to the Suns coaching staff there on the bench.
Quickly.
For
that iPad guy is on. He's top gun.
Yeah.
He is good. You know, move him up to the top of the list with the iPad.
What?
Man, I'd be over there. You and I, boy. I know we look. You know, we're technically savvy, but man, we'd be over there fumbling and stumbling, hitting the wrong button.
Well, see, the problem is you can't be watching 2 other games while you're trying to watch a replay.
Yeah, you got that right. But I'd definitely be over there watching something else, too. Why not?
You'd be calling a replay from another game.
Yeah, Coach, hold up. What do you want? Oh, that's a push-off on Reed.
Boy, a clear push in the back that got missed instead of Reed for the easy putback. Brooks gives up the dribble. Booker taking a look at the shot clock. He's going 2 for 1. Off the mark, Richards nearly had it and was able to knock it off of Naz Reid.
Well, I don't know if they'll go quickly here because they only leave them about, well, probably can. If you can get a good play out of here and Devin can get a good look, go ahead and take the shot.
Trying to tap it up. Leans inside, sets up Brooks for the 3 ball. Tapped out. Jordan Goodwin inside. Goody! Got it!
Got the good bounce off the top of the backboard, though. Normally that would be a turnover going the other way. Jordan Goodwin.
This guy has made such an impact off the Suns bench. Edwards trying to work on Gillespie. Nice closeout defense. Conley can't get it. As the horn sounds, first quarter clock expires. We put one in the books. The Suns close it out on the flurry and lead it 32-24 at the end of one here in downtown Phoenix. You're watching Phoenix Suns basketball on Arizona's Family Sports. Mortgage matchup and big stretch ahead here for your Suns. They'll play host to the Spurs, who will be out without a couple of key players. No Wendell Castle, and then Monday the Rockets come calling. First matchup against Houston Rockets. The Suns nearly force another turnover, but the loose ball finds its way into the hands of Rudy Gobert, who slams it down.
Yeah, also took his eye off a little bit trying to deal with Gobert, and ball went right by.
Suns with a good opening quarter. Good to see Ryan Dunn back. Kind of rolled that ankle, stepping on the foot of Gobert. O'Neal working behind the back, drops it off in heavy traffic. Might have been better served to just
throw it up. Let it up there. Go get it.
McDaniels says Ryan Dunn. Says no, sir. Office closed.
Need to introduce him to Ryan Dunn.
Gillespie off the screen, steps into the 3. Oso back tap to Goodwin. Goodwin across the paint, hits traffic, finds Gillespie. He finds the bottom of the net. And Chris Finch, arms up in the air, exasperated. 11 points already for Villain Jr. Here is Reed, back to DiVincenzo across the floor. Drive across the lane, won't get it. A fight for the loose ball, and it's going to be Iguodala and DiVincenzo hitting the deck.
The 2 guys on the floor right now. Yeah, McDaniel's been very active in trying to score. But it's DiVincenzo, obviously, and Naz Reid that's going to be aggressive. But McDaniel thought he had an easy one until it became very hard.
Still winning the tip after.
Also, like, just throw the ball up, please.
Gillespie spinning away from Conley, gets baseline, finds Goodwin, slashing down the lane, drops it off in traffic to Iguodala. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Conley with the ball fake, gets Conley out of the air.
Hey, that's what we used to say back on the playground.
Dancing with the Stars. Gobert drops it off the baseline cutter. McDaniels. You see already the Suns bench coming off of the big night they had Wednesday. Gillespie right now working over this Minnesota defense. Oso off the dime.
Good a defender McDaniels is, he can't guard Gillespie. And so Collin should be happy.
Reed being harassed mercifully by Jordan Goodwin.
I mean, this unit that Jordan puts on the floor is one of the best defensive units in the league. I mean, they got them scrambling right now.
They come up with another steal. O'Neal gathers up the floor now to Gillespie. DiVincenzo quickly closing out. He's seen him do enough damage already. O'Neal back to the left hand. Drives inside. Up off the window. Rolls Royce. Then his Suns showing the juice, bringing the heat.
Man, you're talking about energy and a left hand, too.
Let's have some water.
Real shooter. Real shooter.
You suck.
Was that dog shit?
It was not that funny, bro. It was not. It was just not that funny.
Oh, well, we wish we'd see that smile on the floor, but we are privileged enough to have that smile sitting here on the Suns bench. None other than our very own Jalen Green. First off, K-Ray and EJ say, How we doing, man? Great to see you.
I'm good, man. Enjoying this game right here. We're looking good right now.
Yeah, really, really nice start.
Yeah.
And, you know, one of the things that EJ and I talked about is how quickly you have been able to form a connection with this team and vice versa. When did you feel the comfort level that you have right now?
I mean, really when I got there, everyone, you know, was very welcoming. The organization was welcoming. The team was welcoming. Everyone was in good spirits. And, I mean, we had a different type of vibe around here, so it was just a good feeling overall.
You know, Jalen, when I look at you, I just see impact all around because, look, you had a tough injury again, and you could have talked about it and put your head down, but you were immediately on the bench cheering your teammates on. And how impactful is it for you to just be around them, knowing what you're dealing with right now and trying to get healthy again?
I mean, it's all about togetherness. I think togetherness is the main thing that keeps us going and keeps the energy good. So I can't be the odd man out just because of what I'm going through. I got to be here for my guys, show support, and, you know, speak my mind when I see something. So, you know, this is all about us together, and that's what's going to keep us going moving forward.
Yeah, one of the things that EJ and I talked about before you were able to come back and play that first game is because you were so engaged there on the bench early on, it felt like it was you were able to make a quick impact the minute that you did step on the floor because of that.
Yeah, I mean, the vibes and everything is right. You know, it feels good together. I mean, being out there obviously is a different feeling. You know, I'm a hooper. I love to just go out and play. And when you have a team around you that is all on the same goal, same page, and is very connected, it makes it so much more easier.
Come on, Black, come on.
Jalen, this second unit on the floor, man, this might be one of the best defensive units we've seen all year on the floor.
Yeah, no, we're going crazy. We got dogs from the first man to the 12th man, so we all gonna keep working.
All right, well, speaking of dogs, we can't wait to see you back on the floor as well, man, with that 10,000-watt smile.
Yes,
Get well soon, okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You got it. Take care. Jalen Green, as we've got a challenge here on the floor. They'll take a look at that. We will step aside with the Suns in front, 44-30.
Reed legally deflects the basketball and therefore commits no illegal contact. In the immediate aftermath, Reed also obtained possession. The call will be overturned. Successful challenge. Minnesota will inbound on the sideline with 23 on the shot clock and have the opportunity for a second challenge.
And so Minnesota with a challenge. A successful one, so they maintain possession of the basketball. Here's Randall coming off the screen. Gets the switch against Iguodala. And also making contact.
Well, I think also, knowing Randall, he loves contact, right? So you can't stiffen up, because if you stiffen up, then they're going to call it on you.
Right.
You got to be willing to take the hit, and so that's what he has to do against Randall, because he definitely will run into him.
Oh yeah, and that's a big, strong body to take a hit from. 6'9", 260. Edwards' son squeeze a double team on it. Sets up McDaniels for the open look in the corner. Won't get it. Loose ball, rebound O'Neal.
Despite them winning the challenge, it didn't hurt.
Gillespie gets a screen, gets the look. Can't knock that one down. Edwards on the push up the floor. Here's Dillingham passing it right in the hands of Collin Gillespie. Gillespie with two defenders chasing.
Yeah, and he kept his dribble. If he picked it up, that's a double team.
Especially against McDaniels. Sets up Dylan Brooks with a stinger from downtown. First three-point knockdown for Dylan. The Suns 7 of 12 here in this first half. Their biggest lead now at 17. Behind the back, Gillespie nearly had the steal, but it gets ricocheted and sets up a free ball for Rob Dillingham, who drops the three.
Well, 3 times the Suns have knocked the ball loose, and it's gone right to a Minnesota Timberwolves.
And Dillingham just 20% from downtown on the season.
But he can shoot it. It's all about confidence for him.
O'Neal working against Dillingham. Now just his second year, another former Kentucky Wildcat. O'Neal on the drive, looked like it may have been kicked, but sets up a fast break opportunity. And good help defense by Jordan Goodwin, knocking it off with the streaking Daniels. And again, Jordan Goodwin making his presence felt all over the floor.
This unit just doesn't give up defensively. It just doesn't.
Well, look, good one. It's such a plus 13 when he is on the floor. That's the second highest on the team, and he's one of 5 highest for guards off the bench in the league.
Where it started in training camp, like, you know, the things that he was doing.
Pocket pass inside to Iguodaro, jammed up there by Randall, who will pick up the personal foul. That will be his second. First team foul, 6:38 to go here in the first half. The 3 meetings between these two clubs. The only one occurring here in Phoenix. Goody on the roll. Gets the little teardrop in the high step after. Brooks trying to stay in front of Randall.
That just tires Randall down. We'd love to see him do that.
Edwards' 3-ball spins out. O'Neal scoops up the floor to Booker. Stops, pops, just off the mark. O'Neal giving chase, but it's Minnesota that comes away with it. Randall way on the wing. He's got the matchup with Booker. Booker knocked it out of his hands, forces another Minnesota turnover. That is their 8th. Suns with 7 turnovers, but only 2 points as a result from those 7. Minnesota with 8, Suns with 9 points off those turnovers.
Well, again, Minnesota not as potent, taking advantage by getting down and getting layups. Suns have gotten back defensively.
Booker gets a screen. McDaniels giving chase. Drives inside, has it knocked from behind. Well, they're going to say off of Phoenix.
Yeah, like Devin just lost it. He was looking for contact, didn't get it.
Ryan Dunn quickly checking in, but I'm not sure they're going to allow him to get on the floor.
Good substitution with Livers out there. Again, somebody that they probably doesn't have high on the scouting report, but knowing that he's going to get some open shots because they do have to scramble.
And trying to split the double team. He does so and able to get right to the basket and get the and one opportunity. 9 points for Edwards in his 15 minutes. Comes in averaging just over 25 per game. First free throw attempt of the night for Ant-Man, this would just be his 8th free throw attempt of the last 2.5 games. He had 24 in the 2 prior games, as he knocks that one down for the 3-point play, and the first Minnesota player in double figures with 10. Collin Gillespie, the only Suns player in double figures. He's got 13. Deep 3 on the way from Brooks. Splash down.
I don't know what to say, man. I think a lot of people are saying the same thing. Like, they're saying, who is this guy?
Randall, quick trigger from the corner. Won't get the shooter's touch that time. Yeah, that 3-ball came from the time strike over there.
I mean, but not that he shot it. It's just how confident he shot it. Like, it's a lot of guys that take a shot because, you know, they think, oh, you know, they want us to shoot threes and so be it. No, he shot it like, I'm making it. It's just a different look.
McDaniel stepping out defensively on Booker. Gets back to the right hand, gets the screen. Lobs it up top to Williams, who hammers it home. Beautiful feed over the top. Here is Reed. Trying to spin baseline. Comes up short with that one, Livers. Nice on-ball defense. But Minnesota hanging around, grabbing the loose ball, and then Williams stays back. And the Suns eventually get it back.
But no give up, right? Could have given up and gotten the layup.
And the over-aggressive defense of McDaniels finally gets the Suns a whistle. That will be McDaniels' second. And the 3rd team foul comes with 4:32 to go.
Again, Mark Williams right there. That's what you do. Run right to the front of the rim. That's the outlet. And Devin threw it way up. Throw it up there. Make him go get it.
Gillespie back on the floor.
I like this. To get the ball out of Devin's hands a little bit, and he still gets a foul.
And that will be second personal on Book.
But I still like it.
Yeah.
Get Collin in there. They're really pressuring up on Devin, and you don't want him to waste too much energy.
Well, that's one of the reasons that Jordan Knott has really continued to implore all the other guys to remain confident in bringing the basketball up. As Edwards again just exploding down the lane. When he gets downhill, it is nothing but a problem.
Yeah, but I think with Ryan, I think he's got to play games with Edwards to see if he wants to take that three, because he will take it.
Book able to get back to the left hand, sneaks inside, hits the deck. Reed may have gotten a piece. Up the floor comes Minnesota. Randall went on the wing. Edwards was wide open here on the near side, but Randall's going to take it himself. Attacks inside, gets it up, gets it in. Randall in double figures. Booker driving, finds the cutting Ryan Dunn. He's being chased by Randall, and they're going to knock it off of Dunn.
But Minnesota's now ramping their defense up, and the Suns have to do better just to, you know, take care of the ball a little bit more and don't try to be too creative. Just get it to the next guy.
Well, and you say it all the time with teams like this is Randall. Edwards again driving inside. The Suns jamming up. He wanted a whistle, won't get it. Lead pass up ahead, but Dillingham plays it like a defensive back as the Suns throw it away. They miss a transition opportunity. The Suns got to get back.
Yeah,
it's a long rebound.
Too late.
Dillingham makes them pay.
That's why Jordan Knott's calling the timeout. Yeah, 3 Suns at that time did not get back. And weak side action, man, it's so powerful when it's executed. I mean, you watch Devin right here, right? So he sets the screen on Gobert. Now he gets off. He swings the ball, okay, to the weak side. And now it's strong over there, right? Now off the back screen from Mark Williams. Now Rudy Gobert, he doesn't want to come out there because he knows no one's behind him. But he came out enough for Devin to get past him. That's just great execution.
6 points, 7 assists already for Book. Is clearly Minnesota trying to turn him into facilitator first. But he's had no problem playing that role, especially first half. He kind of sets it all up, allowing his teammates to get going. McDaniels, one of the premier defenders in the league. All defensive team 2 seasons ago. 5 on a shot clock. Booker driving. And miscommunication, and that'll be another Phoenix turnover.
Suns right now just allowing the Wolves to get back in it. The Wolves aren't getting back in it on their own. Suns have handed it to them.
Well, and Edwards on the drive will get another whistle. And just about 4 minutes ago, as we pointed out, the Suns with only 8 turnovers. They've had 5 in the last 3.5 minutes, and it's turned into 7 points. That is what has allowed Minnesota to scratch back in this one after trailing by as many as 18. Now, both these teams come in here in a little groove, both with identical 8-2 records over the last 10 games. You know, it's interesting. You and I had talked about this this Suns team and people kind of looking and laughing at their record.
Need to get a good shot. I mean, hadn't had a shot in a while. I think since Dylan Brooks 3.
Booker on the drive, hits the break. Oh, can't get the jumper to go down. Halfway down and out. Close it in on the 2-minute mark here.
Make him shoot it over the top.
Randall trying to pull his way down to the paint. Great defense by Brooks. Kicks it out to Reed. And Reed at the 5-year extension of the offseason with Minnesota. Tremendous 3-point shooter. He's 38% this season. Booker with a defender chasing. Gets it back. Dillingham switching out. Back to Gillespie. Sidestep 3 on the way. Yes, sir. Gillespie, 16. Fourth made three of the half.
He's the guy right now.
Edwards trying to answer. He does. 323s made last season for Anthony Edwards, a three-time All-Star.
Like I said, he'll defer and take a bunch of them. I'd rather see him taking those than getting to the rim drawing foul.
Agreed. Brooks driving past Reed. Goody fighting inside. Williams fights for the offensive rebound. Inside, and one coming up.
Reed, you know, he's a big guy, but he kind of plays like a small guy on the perimeter. Didn't even try to challenge the block shot. He just basically got work down below and easy for Mark Williams.
Williams 2 of 3 from the line tonight.
Expect a run. I mean, this whole team's really good. But last minute here. This is these two possessions here. Huge for the Suns.
Gillingham made an impact when he's come into the Suns. Get the block shot and the ball. Great job of keeping it in bounds. Up the floor to Booker. Skip pass. Corner three on the way. Gillespie, no. And then a loose ball foul called inside as Williams able to generate the whistle. And that's going to be charged on McDaniels. That's number 3 on Jaden McDaniels. So tremendous job by Williams.
Yeah, Dillingham, I think he probably thought he was still at Kentucky. This is Arizona.
Wrong place, my friend. 13th block of the season, and now a technical foul. And now it's Reed picking up the technical.
So who's going to shoot the tech? Well, it must be is it a double tech?
It's only, oh, it is a double tech. Ian, Dylan both with technical fouls.
Getting ready to say that. Maybe you automatically get the point now on technical fouls. I mean, I don't know.
I was waiting for him to step out of the lane. But
there was a rule change all of a sudden. All right. Probably look at a 2-for-1 right here.
Williams stepping out on Edwards.
I invite the jumper.
Done a tremendous job on perimeter players this season. Dillingham run off the line by Gillespie. 6 on the shot clock. 25 on the game clock here in the half. Deep 3 on the way from Edwards. Won't get it. Back tap. Gillespie tapping it to Devin Booker. And Book wisely gets it up the floor now to Gillespie. Suns will get the final shot of the half.
And look, they're in the bonus too. So you don't always have to depend on a long shot. Try to draw some contact.
Booker gets the switch, stepping out. Brooks got to go, gets the shot away. But not quite the way they wanted to close the half, but they will take a 13-point lead at the break. Suns in front, 62-49 over the Timberwolves. Stay tuned now for the Gila River Resorts and Casinos halftime report with Tom Leander, Tom Chambers. Oh, and look who's making a special guest appearance. Frank the Tank Kaminsky. You're watching Phoenix Suns basketball on Arizona's Family Sports.
Casinos. You do you. APS. Making every day brighter. Banner Health. Official healthcare partner of the Phoenix Suns. Mountain America Credit Union. The exclusive home of the Suns card. And by FanDuel Sportsbook. Play your game.
Halftime here, downtown Phoenix, inside the Mortgage Matchup Center. Big NBA Cup matchup. It's the Suns leading the Timberwolves 62-49. Before we get this third quarter started, though, let's send it over to Amanda for the BMW Coach Chat.
Coach, the Suns bench has it going again, outscoring the Wolves 24-12, led by Collin Gillespie and Jordan Goodwin. How are you seeing their impact out there?
Yeah, we didn't want to take Collin out. I think that's probably a high for him minutes-wise. He's playing great. They're both impacting the game. That's giving our starters time, and now our starters can come and take this thing home.
You look at the first half, Dillon Brooks really being a pest defensively against Julius Randle. What do you want to see from him coming up in the second and just continuing with that?
That's what we love about Dillon. We beat force with force. He's their bull, Dillon's ours. So they're going to lock horns all half, and I'm going to enjoy it.
Awesome, Jesse. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You're not the only one, Jesse. That is a great way to put it. He's a bull. He's our bull. Let him lock horns. With that in mind, let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by your Valley Chevy dealers.
Yeah, run and cut. I thought the Suns did a tremendous job at just running, right? Misses, turnovers, making them pay. And they have to continue that here in the third quarter especially. And then slow down the others. You know Anthony Edwards is going to get his numbers. You already know it. Julius Randle is going to be shooting it as well. But don't let the other guys get it going.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say, when you said rather, you were going to say running with the Bulls. Instead of running cuts, here is Julius Randle. 10 first half points, drives inside. An early and one to start the third quarter. That'll be charged on Mark Williams. That'll be number 3 on the Suns' big man.
Ryan let him get on the baseline. And so different type of player Ryan's got locked up with there. I mean, Julius Randle is a strong guy. So if anything, you got to overplay him, make him catch the ball out a little bit further.
Well, Ryan probably given up somewhere between 40 and 50 pounds to Randle.
Yeah, that's why I said overplay. You've got to overplay, hope you get help from behind, and then make him catch it out 15 to 20 feet instead of 10 feet from the basket.
Minnesota comes in here 2-0 already in group play. Booker, right wing jumper on the way, no.
Yeah, Devin's got to get it going.
Randle stays with it, gets the steal, and takes it over the top of Mount Gobert.
Could have easily gotten a foul there. Randle doesn't want to dribble far on his right hand. You see, he went right and beat Dillon, but didn't stop.
Edwards gets a screen and knocks down the triple. Well, we knew he was going to be coming in amped up. He had struggled from three previous games. He was 3 of 30. He's already 3 of 7 here tonight. Gobert got a piece. That's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Minnesota. So Suns maintain possession, but just 8 on the shot clock.
Yeah, the key for Dillon, he brought Gobert away from the rim. So now penetrate and find somebody. Like a lot of times, you're not going to be able to get the shot, but he's away from blocking someone else.
Dunn catches it, fires from the corner. And we'll get a loose ball foul called. It's going to be charged against Royce O'Neal, and that will be his second team foul. Suns' biggest lead in that first half was 18. Biggest lead for Minnesota was 4. But one of the things that changed in that second quarter, the Suns had 13 fast break points in the first half. 12 of those came in the first quarter, though. So kind of Minnesota was able to slow them down in addition to turning them over. Randle again trying to get baseline, that time met by Brooks. And Dillon just holding his ground, forces it out of his hands.
No.
And shot clock violation. That is the 3rd shot clock violation the Suns defense has forced.
That's great D. Julius Randle, he's saying, man, this guy Dillon Brooks is pretty strong. I mean, look at it, he couldn't knock him backwards. Normally Julius Randle will gain ground by knocking the defender backwards. And he didn't move Dillon Brooks.
Just like the song says, Bulls on parade. Booker drops it inside. Williams touch pass to Brooks. Mark fighting for it.
Man, Mark Williams, I thought, had a dunk.
Thought that's what he was going to do. Saw the open shooter instead. Contested 3, no. Williams flies in with a rebound. Mark's got 13 points, 7 boards on the night. Brooks on the drive, up top to Williams. Can't reach that one. A little too much speed as Brooks was traveling quickly down the lane.
Suns turned it over a bunch, but they only gave up 10 points. And then they got 9 off of their turnovers. So pretty even in the first half, but now it's looking uneven based on the Suns' turnovers.
DiVincenzo wanted the 3. Gobert rolls inside and hammers it home. Quick pass up the floor. And another Phoenix turnover.
I mean, I know it's Thanksgiving, but the Suns is definitely laying it out for them right now.
Dunn doing his best job staying in front of Randall that time.
Man, it looked like he took about 5 steps.
Forces the jump pass. Edwards across the floor. DiVincenzo sets up McDaniels for the corner look. Won't get it. Tapped out, controlled. And the loose ball gathered by McDaniels. And slips inside, gets the contact for an and one. Boy, 3 different Suns had their hands on it, but could not control. And that's about the 3rd gift that Minnesota's had tonight.
Yeah, right to them to lay it up, too. It's not even like they got it and had to set a play. I mean, it's leading quickly to a basket.
And just like that, it is a 4-point game.
Can't worry about it. I mean, again, team's going to make runs. You got to understand, you got a 4-point lead. You're still right there.
Edwards overplaying there on Brooks, able to maintain possession. Williams up high. Booker driving away from the defender. Gets across the lane, drives inside, gets into Gobert, gets a whistle and a foul. There's a heads-up play there by the veteran Devin Booker.
Rudy's good at not getting in serious foul trouble. The fact that he has 2 right now, you want to challenge him a little bit.
Suns from the stripe tonight, 10 of 13. Minnesota 7 of 10. As you see Ryan Dunn getting the start again here tonight in place of Grayson Allen. No official confirmation whether he'll be available for the next 2 games in this homestand. Sunday against San Antonio, Monday on a back-to-back against Houston.
See if those free throws from Devin gets him some sort of rhythm.
Edwards knifing down the lane.
That's just too easy.
Edwards now at 21. Booker driving past Randall. Thought he got enough contact to get a whistle, but not the case. Randall up the floor. Edwards again. Had his sights set on a drive instead. He'll fire the 3 and knock it down. And just like that, a 1-point game here in downtown Phoenix.
The screen setter, it frees up a lot of stuff, right? So on the glass right there, though, he gets Gobert off, and Gobert's worried about his throat, and Mark Williams just sprinting down the floor, and Devin Booker sees him and gets it to him right where he can catch it and lay it in an and one. And the screen right there, right? He's not going to stand and watch. You see Naz Reid hanging too close to Devin. And guess what? Mark Williams right to the front of the rim. Unfortunately, K-Ray, the Suns have not gotten good offense probably in the last 4 or 5 minutes. I mean,
well, even going back like the last 3 minutes
until now.
Yeah.
Yes, they have not gotten good offense. It's been now credit Minnesota's defense to a point. But I think the Suns have been really loose with the ball, as you see right there. It's just a constant look. They're going to overplay. So if they're going to overplay, ball fake. And then you, as the guy that's going to receive it, you got to go back door. You got to change direction, or you got to just keep the guy on your backside. Right now, Suns really loose with the basketball.
Yeah, or as you say all the time, like you've got to come meet the basketball. Goodwin circling the baseline, drops it off. Gobert there for the steal, and then Minnesota gets it right back. Booker driving, glides inside, and boy, he just cannot catch a break all of a sudden. Inside, Williams, bring the boom.
And the other said, no, I'm not going to try that.
There's a 16-4 start to the quarter here for Minnesota. The Suns needed that one desperately. Brooks extended the defense on Randall. Bulls on parade again. Randall on the fade.
Well, Randall's talking now if he's made a bucket.
Quickly up the floor to Goodwin. He'll stop, fire the 3. Looked good coming off of the hand, but too strong. Edwards driving to the basket. And all of a sudden, Anthony Edwards is starting to percolate here. He's got 26. Booker driving past DiVincenzo. Gets in, drops it up to Williams. Too strong with that offering.
Yeah, that's a foul right there on DiVincenzo. They're going to call it on Devin.
They call it on Devin. Yeah.
DiVincenzo did not attempt to get the rebound. I just don't think players should be rewarded if they don't attempt to get the rebound. Yeah, Jordan Goodwin he gave in to the step back. And my thing is, it can only work if you are so worried about him taking a three. And my thing is, I'd rather see him keep taking the jumpers because he's getting to the rim with ease right now.
Yeah, 4 made threes on 9 attempts. Randall drives inside. The Suns forced to miss that time. Oso with a rebound on the push. Here comes Goodwin. Driving across, sets up Brooks for the corner look. Got it. Booker stepping out on DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo scoreless tonight. As Edwards and Randall have done the heavy lifting. In particular of late, Edwards slides inside, gets the finger roll. And you said it, he's just getting everything within a few feet of the basket. Booker pulling Gobert way out on the perimeter. Probe of the defense finds O'Neal inside. Royce with a tough pocket pass. It's 71 all. NBA Cup matchup. Minnesota comes in here 2-0. Suns 1-0.
You know, it'd be interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, go right ahead.
I just going to say in Cup play, as Randall will take a seat.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how they substitute their bench, because the Suns bench really got the best of them. And so, as long as the game can stay close right here, I think it'll be really interesting how that's going to play out.
Jordan Goodwin tapping it once. The second effort will get the whistle. Gobert will pick up the personal. That will be his third. And again, Jordan Goodwin just finding a way to make an impact when he's on the floor. As Collin Gillespie will check in.
Suns have gone really small here and try to really offset what the Wolves have been doing.
Booker swings it to O'Neal, squares, fires. Back iron, no. Tapped up once, twice. Loose ball, who's going to get it? Minnesota. Comes Edwards, a game-high 28. He is in his bag, as he indicates there with his 5th made 3 of the game. Three of 30 in the previous 3 games from downtown. Suns nearly turn it over again. Booker on the drive, tied up by DiVincenzo. And then finally a loose ball foul called. And that's going to be charged on Booker. That's going to be number 4 on Book. Now 5:02 to go here in the quarter, and with that foul, that puts the Suns in the penalty. Minnesota with 3 team fouls, so Minnesota shooting free throws, and Minnesota has been able to harass Booker into 6 turnovers here in this game. Edwards at the free throw line. As we get a message from our friends at Auto Owners Insurance.
Auto Owners thinks the more you protect, the more you should save. That's simple human sense.
Edwards averaging just over 25 points per game. Averaged 30 against the Suns last season, including a 44-point outburst on March the 2nd.
Suns got to find a way in these 5 minutes to find some semblance of a rhythm.
Yeah.
This has just not been available.
Gillespie, extra pass, sets up O'Neal for the open look. Won't get it. Back tap controlled by Edwards. And right now he's doing everything. Edwards, slow dribble.
Over the travel there, geez. I mean, official right there. He's going to argue that one, but come on. I mean,
5-point lead, biggest of the night for Minnesota. Suns led by 18 back early in the second quarter.
Put his hand on his hip. And that sometimes is enough to hold the guy up. Also, didn't need to do that. Like, if you're too late to set the screen, so be it.
Yeah,
like, let it go, man. There is no reason to do it. Right there. Put his hand on him.
Yep, just enough.
Can't do it.
That goes down as turnover number 18. Here's Edwards. Suns are trying to find an answer. They double, get the ball out of his hands. On the drive inside, a whistle and a foul. Jalen Clark, second-year man out of UCLA, will get himself to the charity stripe. Clark scoreless in his 4 minutes.
You give credit to Minnesota's defense. They turned it up. Suns turned their defense up early on them. They got down by a ton, and then they turned it up. And they have not stopped.
Shopping at Goodwill is nothing but net. Good value, good finds, and good fun. Shop and score at Goodwill. Yeah, really from about the 5.5-minute mark of the second quarter is when you could kind of see and feel the extension of that Minnesota defense.
Despite the break, it just didn't stop.
Booker trying to fight through the screen, able to rise up and connect on a 3-ball. First knockdown 3 of the night for Booker. Makes it a 3-point game, and it will stay Minnesota basketball. Gillespie right there. Thought he tapped it off of DiVincenzo as Dylan Brooks will check back in. Julius Randle will check in for Rudy Gobert. These two teams similar in a number of categories. The Suns return the favor. They get the steal this time. Up the floor to Gillespie. He's got the bigger read on him. Booker sets up in the corner. Lines it up, fires. And looking for a back-to-back 3-point hits from number 1. Suns now 11 of 25. Minnesota 9 of 25. But Edwards doing all the damage right now.
Yeah, you just can't let him just dictate in there. That was a good double team.
Great double team without fouling. Edwards on the drive. They jam him up. They force the turnover. Brooks working on the smaller Clark on the drive inside. Looking for separation, passing it out now to Booker. Booker blowing past Reed, had it knocked out of his hands. Another Phoenix turnover. Edwards on the crossover. Timeout Phoenix. 35 for Ant-Man.
Yeah, just a handle to get around Oso.
The Boys and Girls Club of the Valley Toy Drive program ensures that every youth or teen receives a gift in time to have a Merry Christmas with their family. To donate new, unwrapped gifts and get 2 free tickets to either January 25th, February 7th, or February 11th. Learn more now at suns.com/promos. Well, Anthony Edwards has caught fire. 20 of his 35 being scored here in this third quarter each.
And Chris Finch probably hesitant and worried about taking him out. Because nothing else was working for them in the first half.
Oso sees an opening, drives inside, has it blocked away by Edwards. Looked like there was contact from Reed, but didn't get the whistle. Everything running through Anthony Edwards, as you would imagine.
Again, you got to be ready to help.
Suns bring the double, sets up Randle for the 3.
Make them shoot. I mean, that's how you calm down the guy with the hot hand.
Booker on the drive. Another Phoenix turnover. Edwards hangs, fires to Connolly from the corner. Won't go, rebound Gillespie. Gillespie, 16 points for the game. Booker lines it up. In and out, no. Up the floor to Edwards. Just under 2 left here in the third quarter. It has been dominated by Minnesota. Randall on the drive and nearly forced the turnover. 9 on the shot clock as Ryan Dunn will check in.
I think it's a good sub for Devin because look, those shots he's missed in and out. So that's not the issue. The issue is, I think, you get a chance to think about how you're going to slow it down.
Yeah.
I think he's sped his game up a little bit and it's gotten him in trouble.
Randall on the drive. And we'll get the whistle and a foul. That's number 4 on Dillon Brooks. And you got Brooks and Booker both with 4 personal fouls. But again, it's about the team foul situation that T-Wolves have been in the bonus for the last 4+ minutes.
It's just so hard to, I think, really for an official to really work anything with Julius Randle because he is looking to hit you every time.
The Suns will play their next home game coming up this Sunday, 6 o'clock against the San Antonio Spurs. Don't miss Book here in Fox as they take the court for an exciting Western Conference rematch. Get your seats now at suns.com/ticks. Randall with 17. Farpix into the defense on Gillespie. Dribbles away from the double team, gets back to the right hand. Collin on the drive, the spin. Can't get the finish, but flying across for the offensive glass work was Ryan Dunn. Brooks trying to drive. He'll take the step back 3 instead. Got it. High degree of difficulty. Makes it a 4-point game. Here's Randall, head down, barrels down the lane, and another whistle and a foul.
Well, if you're Ryan Dunn, right, you got to know if Julius Randle starts his drive from where he did, help's going to be there. And so you don't have to be overly aggressive. Like, you just got to trust your teammates is going to be there for you. And guess what? If they're not there, then that's on them. It's not your fault. And so he did the right thing. He made him drive on an off angle. But then again, you can't be overly aggressive.
Well, they got the foul on Iguodaro. So he was.
But right there, right? And so you're right. Oso grabbed his arm. And you just can't do that. Like, make him make a tough shot. Just because Anthony Edwards is making tough shots don't mean everybody else is.
Right.
Sometimes you just get caught up in it and think, oh man, they're just raining shots. No, Anthony Edwards is raining shots. That's about it right now for them.
Final minute of the third quarter. Suns trailing by 5. Brooks on the drive, leans in on Reed and will get the whistle and the foul. Reed picking up the personal. That will be his second. Team foul.
Here's the beautiful thing. Suns have given up the lead. Anthony Edwards has gone crazy. Sooner or later, he got to go sit down. And if he doesn't sit down, then you'd like to think he's going to get tired.
Right.
And so you kind of win both ways. But I think it'd be interesting to see how Jordan Ott substitutes to begin the fourth quarter. Now, the great thing, he took Devin out.
Right.
So chances maybe he puts him in at the beginning of it. So it's just a chess match right now that's going on between Finch and Jordan Ott.
3-point game, first matchup of the season between these teams, and for Jordan Ott against Finch and the Timberwolves as the Suns force another turnover. Suns looking to run. Gillespie fields a defender behind him. Brooks, Gillespie calling for it. Suns can't get it to him. Brooks on a tough contested turnaround. And now Mike Conley is going to be whistled for a foul. And Dillon Brooks baiting the 19-year veteran Conley into a personal foul. And Ryan Dunn, Jordan Goodwin will take a seat.
And Mike Conley can't complain because in his prime, he was a master at drawing those fouls. So all he can do is just giggle. You know, what he thought Dillon would withstand his hit. Like, he thought that he would just absorb it. Dillon's too smart for that.
Yeah.
He was going to take the fall.
Got a 3-second differential between shot and game clock here. Suns trailing by 3.
You want to exhaust it as much as you can, but you don't want to wait too long. You want to get a good look here.
Booker coming off the screen, gets to the elbow, hits the deck. Oso fighting for it. Suns keep the possession alive, and then a late loose ball foul, and that will be team foul number 5. So free throws coming here for Royce O'Neal with 2.5 left in the quarter.
So, you know, it's wins and it's losses during the course of a 48-minute game with a 24-second shot clock. So Suns early, they were winning. Wolves made their run, came back from 13 here in the quarter. Now the Suns with an opportunity to end the quarter only down 1 point. And so that's a win for them based on the poor shooting and the turnovers that they've had here this quarter.
O'Neal gets the pair. He's got 10 points. And Brooks and Randall continue to chirp and shine at one another. Reed lost the handle, fires it from the hip. And we've got more verbal fireworks as Brooks and Randall share some sweet nothings. We got a thriller, a 1-point game here in the desert. We head to the 4th. Minnesota in front, 82-81. You're watching Phoenix Suns basketball on Arizona's Family Sports. We head to the 4th quarter here where Minnesota's in front, 82-81. And it's time for the Mountain America Credit Union, the exclusive home of the Suns card. The leading scores, 20 of those for Anthony Edwards coming in that 3rd quarter. You saw they outscored the Suns 33-19. Take a 1-point lead as we head to the 4th. Big game, NBA Cup matchup. Minnesota 2-0 in group play. On the drive, blocked away. Richards able to recover, 4 on the shot clock. Just does recognizes, but there's way too much heat on that one. So that goes down as turnover number 22 for Phoenix.
Yeah. Who is going to be the guy from Minnesota to get aggressive? We're trying to get DiVincenzo a good look.
Here's McDaniels, gets the look from the corner, won't get it. Back tap, Gillespie's got it. Gobert trailing on the play, so they've got an advantage. Good one. Right wing 3, no. Richards on the offensive glass.
Hard move there.
Yeah, you got to get out of there with McDaniels and Gobert lurking. Offensive foul on Richards.
I know it's difficult for, you know, guys setting screens. And they're going to get caught every now and then. But I think sometimes in their head, they think that they got to get the guy every time.
Right.
And it's not the case. Make the guy go around you. And it's up to Collin now to negotiate.
Here is Naz Reid. Reid, such an integral part to their success over the last few seasons. Tough runner there. He's got 9. Suns just give it away again. Loose ball rebound. McDaniels tried to save it, but the Suns fortunate. And I mean, I think the biggest thing, the frustrating thing is the Suns have not adjusted to the pressure that Minnesota has been applying now for 2.5 quarters.
Yeah, and I think the Suns really are shocked that they're hanging in the backcourt, overplaying, you know, obviously passes that try to get out quickly because the Suns, what they did to them early on, right? So outlet passes are a problem, but that's why you have to be careful.
DiVincenzo chasing Gillespie. Collin on a drive. Stolen away. Loose ball. Gathered in. They're going to change the possession, so a fresh shot clock. A tough drive right at Mount Gobert by Goody.
Yeah, didn't worry about Gobert chasing him from behind.
DiVincenzo pulling for three. He remains scoreless.
Yeah, and that's who they're trying to get going.
And man on the bench. Suns need to take advantage. Good one on the drive.
He did not touch the ball. He did not touch it.
Well, that's a tough one. Hand was there, but it did not appear.
That's the one that you should be able to have to go look at that.
Let's see. Maybe from this angle we see.
Finger was close, but it didn't appear as though there was contact. Doesn't matter. 84-83, Minnesota by 1. These two teams identical records of the last 10 games, both 8-2. Reed trying to back down, sets up Conley, straightaway look. 46% shooter on the season from downtown.
Historically, he'll hit big shots.
Yep.
No matter what. You can't do all the things he used to do. But man, he'll hit the big shots for you.
Yeah, and you know that he can hit them, even though he hasn't shot at high volume. Not this first start. Last game with them being shorthanded. McDaniels is done. Rolls inside. Looking to do damage on Gobert. And Dunn in a lot of pain as he hits the deck. Gobert met him right at the top. Ryan taking a nasty spill. But give the young man credit.
No, he's not intimidated by nobody. And Gobert might say he blocked it, but he really didn't. He just got him with the arm a little bit. So he was getting ready to get posterized.
That's going to require a post-game adjustment.
It's good for the officials that give him time to get himself together.
Yeah, Kevin Scott, the crew chief, kind enough to give him just a moment to kind of gather himself. First free throw attempt of the night for Ryan. Had 9 points, career high 5 steals in the 26 minutes of a win on Wednesday night at Portland. Kind of laid off that second one a little bit since he was strong in the first and nearly got himself a tip in.
Yeah, that's been the case for the Suns all night, right? I mean, normally this year the ball bounces their way. Tonight Minnesota's gotten all of them, it seems like.
Here's the veteran Conley, now in year number 19. Off the lob, Gobert able to hang and gather it up and in.
Yeah, I'm not all for really trying to focus in on DiVincenzo. Like, just not. I just think, let's see if he can make a bucket.
Reed stepping out, Booker chased by Gobert. Booker able to get back with the left hand. And then a kick.
I'd rather see Devin. He's got the matchup. Kind of back it out on Gobert. Go around him. Try to get around him. As he did, one of the first plays in the first quarter.
Right. Yeah, because we've seen through the years, he will often invite that big man to come out.
Right, but if you allow him to be in mid-space on you to where he's good or close enough to be able to contest, that's when you have your issues with him.
Gillespie working on Conley. Drives inside. Can't get the finish. DiVincenzo trailing on the play. Arching three, his first points of the night, and that will prompt a Phoenix timeout. Biggest lead of the night for Minnesota, 92-84. The Suns with 8:29 to go here in the fourth quarter as we check out the Honeywell Aerospace above the rim.
Anthony Edwards, he's put on a show here. A little calm early on, but he just took over. Look, I know it's not that easy to stop him from getting to the rim, but then he started opening up from outside.
Yeah.
And so once that happened, you're at the mercy of him.
Yeah, he is 5 of 10 from downtown, a game-high 35 points. Minnesota's 32-7 when he has made 5 or more threes since the beginning of last season.
Yeah.
Compared to 500 at 33-33 in all the other games.
Yeah, and on top of it, I thought the Suns maybe could make some inroads just based on him being over on the bench. But
Brooks on the drive, gets into Reed, tough pull up in the paint, won't get it. Suns fighting for it, and there's Jordan Goodwin again.
Yeah, look, Mike Conley can't deal with him in there, so if he's guarding him, he's gonna have a hard time.
Edwards coming to the scores table, so the Suns trying to do all they can to stay tied closely here to Minnesota. The lob, Gobert can't get the finger roll once, twice, 3 times. And then a foul on the last tip in. That's going to be on Brooks. That's going to be number 5. Boy, that is a maximum penalty right there.
Right there, you had 2 little guys down there with him. So Mark Williams was hanging. Mark hesitated to get in there, and that's where he'll probably say, "Oh, okay, I shouldn't have done that."
Right.
If he gets in there after the first miss, then I think he's there to contest.
So he's playing with 5. Booker on the floor with 4.
It doesn't matter. I mean, they got to stay aggressive.
Yeah.
Because they can't fall back too much now. It's plenty of time left, but they cannot continue to fall back. Can't worry about foul trouble.
Well, valuing the basketball has got to be first and foremost. Booker trying to turn the corner on DiVincenzo, driving down to the paint. Elbow jumper off the mark. He'll draw the foul. And will get himself to the free throw line.
Devin's 3 of 16 right now. And that does him a favor. I mean, like, he just needs to see the ball go in.
Yeah, it has been a tough night for Booker. You tip your cap to Minnesota's defense. He has garnered all the attention as he knocks down the first. But the Suns had 7 made threes at the half, and anytime they do that, you can head to an Arizona Carl's Jr. location tomorrow and get a free single Western bacon cheeseburger or single famous star with cheese for the purchase of a large size fountain drink. Order ahead on the Carl's Jr. app using promo code SUNS737.
Couple of stops, 2 wonders.
7-point game. Edwards outside. DiVincenzo on the catch and shoot 3. No. Back tap and a loose ball foul called. I think that's going to be on Mark Williams. It will be. That'll be his 4th. Well, look, win or lose, the Suns are going to get a lot of valuable intel out of this game.
Well, without a doubt there. One, just take care of the ball. Like, you have to. And when you're small like this, you can't give more than 2nd and 3rd shot.
Shot clock winding down. Goodwin on the contest. It'll be Phoenix basketball.
Minnesota, give them credit. They've negated the Suns' ability to get out and run like they did early in the game.
Yeah. Yes, Suns had 12 fast break points in the first quarter. They've had 4 since. Booker working on McDaniels. On the crossover. Drops it off in traffic. Williams catching it. Booker on the offensive glass. Tied up inside. Has it ripped from behind. Edwards on the drive. Suns nearly able to jam him up and get the steal, but instead, Ant-Man converts. Brooks on the drive with a floater. But Booker's got to be careful.
Yeah.
He is draped all over McDaniels. It's become kind of a personal battle between he and Jay McDaniels as Edwards whistles for the push-off. That is number 3 on Anthony Edwards. Well, Royce O'Neal checks in. Gillespie stays out there.
And nothing but a couple of threes can cure. I'm telling you.
And this is the guy that was stinging him in the first half with threes. Collin this time across the lane. Gets the little pull-up in the paint. That'll prompt a Chris Finch timeout. 5:49 to go. A tight one here in this NBA Cup battle.
Jordan Goodwin just playing a solid defense. And then look, off and running. And the first half was splendid. Hey, look, yeah, 5:49 left. And again, this movie's not over. Only a 5-point deficit. Who can step up? They're not allowing Devin to get any looks. That's okay. That means somebody's open.
Right.
And just understand that and just be ready to knock them down.
Here is Edwards. He's tied his season high with 14 made field goals. He'll drive inside, get the whistle and a foul. Free throws coming here for Ant-Man. He's 4 of 5 on the night. Minnesota 14 of 19. Suns have gotten to the line 22 times. They've made 18, but they've just not been able to overcome the 27 points that Minnesota has gotten via the turnover.
The 25 turnover. I mean,
yeah, 26.
Yeah, that's just.
You're not going to beat many teams.
No, and they're blessed to be this close, and it's only because of the pristine first half that they had. I would say the first 18 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Last 5 minutes wasn't so good, but that 18 minutes allows them to be where they are right now.
Did Book get going? That's the question. First one up inside, leaves it short. Williams on the rebound. On the putback attempt, the whistle and a foul called on Gobert. Gobert looking back at the bench. That's number 5 on Gobert.
Yeah,
Minnesota did not have a challenge, as Rudy is just now learning.
Yeah, what I'm noticing, like with Devin and McDaniels guarding him, and I can only refer back to when I would face guys that had the length like he did, and guys like Derek McKee, guys like that. I never tried to go off the dribble to score on them. I played off the ball and I ran, and I tried to shake loose from them coming off screens where I can catch it and get the separation and then have a look. But it's just extremely tough when you're trying to get the shot over McDaniels.
Yeah, he's 6'9". He's got, I mean, his arms are as long as like what Rasheer Fleming's are. So he's got like a 7'5", 7'6" wingspan. Drop it off inside, McDaniels to Gobert. And now, with so much attention being focused on Edwards, the others are getting involved.
Exactly. Well, they're getting involved with layups.
O'Neal, high arching three, on the way, splash down from Rolls Royce. A 3-point game. Just under 5 to go.
I still say you continue to get the ball out of Edwards' hands.
We're going to get an offensive foul on DiVincenzo. He was trying to bait Kevin Scott into calling it the other way around, but Royce, another multi-3 game, 3 of 6. Booker driving, Gobert chasing.
Yeah, he had Williams, but Gobert so long.
Booker driving on Randall, fading to the baseline. Big baseline bucket. 1-point game. Maybe that'll be the one that lights a fuse late here for Booker. Randall driving. Way across the lane. DiVincenzo outside to Edwards behind the stripe. Won't get it. Suns will lose ball rebound. And then a backcourt foul on Julius Randall.
That's right. Julius Randall in the backcourt. No matter if he's trying to steal the ball or not. What he did was he grabbed his arm. And so because of that, you got to get ball. If Julius Randall gets ball, then okay. I mean, okay, you tried to make a defensive play, but it looks like he hit his arm. So if that's the case, he didn't touch any ball at all. So
it came clear across the body.
And that's why. He knows better.
And Chris Finch is livid with Robert Hussey, the fourth-year official, but it does not matter. Again, they don't have a challenge. And with that free throw, we are knotted at 100. So now this becomes a 4-minute game. Gillespie back and forth. Now to the hands of Booker. Booker working on Randall. Trying to spin baseline. Back to the left hand. Drops it off to Williams. 5 on the shot clock. Williams gets it up. Gets it in. Suns back in front.
Devin's got to be careful now. He's got 5 fouls.
McDaniel spinning in the paint. Back to DiVincenzo. Randall from the corner. No. Rebound Brooks. But I think they're going to get the foul on if it's on. If it's on Brooks, that's number 6. Who'd they get? See Booker trying to box out, and then, boy, some French theater.
I don't even know who the foul's on.
Brooks.
It's on Brooks.
Yeah, so that is number 6 on Dillon, unfortunately.
Well, the Suns do have a challenge, correct? No. Suns do have a challenge.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, they're coming over for clarification, as I think the Suns coaching staff thought that Dillon had 4 before that foul.
Yeah, I didn't remember him having 5. And they changed it on the scoreboard to 5.
Yeah, it's 6.
Is it? Oh, it's 6 on Devin.
Well, they have clearly. Well, wait a minute. So it was called on Booker and not Brooks? Wow.
Devin gets a technical foul as well.
Because they originally had Dillon listed as the foul on. Let's take another look at it. You can see Booker trying to box out.
Oh, come on. And Gobert falls.
That's a tough one. Now you just got to dig in here. Suns by 1. Edwards, a lot of dribbling. 1 on the shot clock. Sets it up for DiVincenzo. Now, he was quiet all night, but he's hit 2 big threes here in this 4th quarter now. Scoreless until. Question is, can the Suns free up Collin Gillespie, who had the big first half? O'Neal driving on Randall.
But also, I think, because Devin's not out there, they might just go mano-a-mano, which will allow a good look.
Brooks on a tough turn and scores over Edwards. Tied at 104. Brooks just hammering DiVincenzo. Edwards with a tough contested 3, but they're going to get a whistle and a foul. And let's see, is that on Gillespie or Brooks?
On Gillespie, I think. And
yeah, it is on Collin.
Collin can't drink the Kool-Aid. Like, we know that he's made a ton of 3s. That time, he had him going to his left.
Right, with 2 defenders.
Leaning. You just don't do it. Like, you don't do it, Colin.
Yeah.
Like, you're not blocking his shot. Like, you're not blocking it. And trust me, you're not bothering him by jumping. Like, so he beat you off the dribble, and you just turn and you block out. It's just that part, I think, of really in today's game, because of the fear of the three, sometimes players just get too energized to when the guy's taking it. That's their second. He's calling on Dillon Brooks.
The layup get on Brooks. So Edwards with 3 from the line. Got 41 on the night. Brooks working on Edwards. That's 15 fouls, so in the bonus here for Phoenix. Brooks to the charity stripe. Edwards picking up his 4th personal. The Suns got to make the free throws.
This is one of these games, right? That it's like, this is the one they kicked themselves. Even more, I believe, than the Atlanta game. Because,
without a doubt.
Because this is like turnover alley and just missed opportunities.
McDaniels drive across the lane, kicked it to DiVincenzo. On the 3-ball, no. Gobert tipping once, twice. Loose ball, who's got it? Brooks has it, scramble on the deck. Minnesota trying to call a timeout. Do they have possession? The question becomes, was there actual possession at any point in that skirmish? Let's take a look here.
No, Dillon Brooks got the ball.
Well, and look, the beneficiary being directly in front of their bench was a major factor in that as well, because I didn't see a whole lot of clear possession by Julius Randle. It looked like very much a loose basketball, but
still one possession game. You got to get a stop.
Yeah,
that's it. They got 12 seconds on the shot clock. Right there, he never had the ball. He never had 100% control.
That's what I mean. I don't know how you reward them with a timeout when no one player had full control.
Again, right here, obviously the ball is going to Edwards.
Yeah.
And you got to watch a really quick pick and roll. And this is what he's really explosive. Okay, so defensively, Suns really got to be connected here with concentration and talking. Because I don't believe he's going to exhaust the time clock. I think they're going to go right away.
Suns bring the double team across the floor down to McDaniels. 3 in the shot clock. Pull up in the paint, got it. Big bucket from Jaden McDaniels, back after being absent in their game Wednesday night. He's got 13. Suns have got to have a bucket here. Minnesota turns him over again.
Man, one of the things Jordan Hart is going to talk about on film is the Suns kind of shrunk when the pressure defensively was ramped up on them. And they know better. Most teams, when they're down a ton like the Suns were, they're going to ramp up their physicality. Matter of fact, Suns just got a lesson in that 2 games ago.
Right.
And they have really bowed down to the physicality of the Timberwolves just to force them into turnovers. Man, it's just hard to win a game when you're flirting with this many turnovers.
Yeah. Yeah, even though, you know, again, just underscoring all that as Randall fighting. And now a loose ball foul called on Royce O'Neal. But the Suns have shot a higher percentage, not by much, at 46%. Shot better from 3. Shot better from the free throw line. They've out-rebounded Minnesota, so they've won numerous categories. But it's the turnovers. 28 points off of 27 turnovers.
Yeah.
And look, Phoenix, not to discount their defense, they've got 19 points off of the 19 turnovers they forced. But that tells you just how close this game is. It's a 6-point game.
How close the game is.
Randall 1 of 2.
Well, again, a 3 right here makes it a 1-possession game.
Boy, Gillespie had McDaniels up. A whistle and a foul as McDaniels and O'Neal having some words. Foul on McDaniels. Stops the clock with 1:13. 7-point game. That's a Minnesota team that's scored at least 110 points in each of their now 16 games this season, which makes them just one shy of the longest streak to begin a season in league history. They've got 42 straight road games, making now 43 with 100+ points. That's the second longest streak in the NBA.
7 misses and 3 in the last couple of minutes.
Up the floor to DiVincenzo, and Dunn making contact.
Gobert is getting ready to go after the smallest guy on the floor. I would say, well, what happened when you could have gone after Draymond? Stop. He barely touched him. Come on, man. You're going to go after the small guy? Stop.
He was going for the ball. It was not a...
I just think what does he expect him to do? Like, you know, he's going to just let you have a dunk? He didn't probably hear the whistle. Maybe he did.
Well, it's not been a big night for Dante DiVincenzo, but boy, he was scoreless through the first 3+ quarters.
Yeah. But they did their job on it. Yeah. You know, he hit a few, but they did their job on him. More so the hot streak of Anthony Edwards in that 3rd quarter. I thought just really took over.
Gillespie kind of stumbling, lost the dribble.
What is wrong with that ball?
Some will be asking themselves that a lot after this one. Brooks fires a contested 3. O'Neal with the offensive putback. Suns get the steal. Goody fires a 3. Splashdown. Not over yet.
Play D. No foul. Make them make a shot.
Randall nearly had it stolen by Brooks. Dillon's got to be careful. He's playing with 5.
Do not make it easy for him.
Edwards on the drive. Kicks it to Randall. Randall in traffic. Suns turn him over. Good one. Driving to the basket. Sneaks it up in the end. 1-point game. Suns get it back inside. But an offensive foul, and that's going to be on Brooks. Wow. Suns came up with another Minnesota turnover.
Well, I think the Suns are going to challenge this. You might as well.
Well, you got 18 seconds left, so why not? We'll keep it here.
Phoenix has called timeout to challenge the offensive foul.
Here we go.
He's grabbing it. Well, he doesn't have his arm. I mean, we'll credit Julius Randle for flopping. No one can push him down. That's what you're trained to do. You get a back screen like that, they're going to call it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would be very surprised if this one gets overturned. But
okay, still look, regardless, if it doesn't, it's a one possession game.
Right.
And Suns have a timeout as well. So who would have thought they'd be right here, right now, you know?
Devin Booker fouling out. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be an unsuccessful challenge, as Kevin Scott talking to the scores table.
And it would have been the Suns ball out of bounds.
Brooks illegally shoves his opponent in the back, committing illegal contact. The challenge is unsuccessful. Phoenix will be charged to timeout. The game clock will be reset to 18.7. It'll be Minnesota ball at the free throw line extended.
And so Dillon Brooks fouling out. And Minnesota is going to follow that up with a timeout of their own. So here was the flurry of activity. They have pulled the Suns within one. So Gillespie able to get the steal. Goody drops it in from distance.
What about Goodwin against Anthony Edwards, though? I mean, just didn't even pay attention to him.
Cut off the angle to Edwards.
Yeah.
And didn't allow DiVincenzo any kind of a shot at blocking it. Jordan Goodwin again off the bench, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists.
Now, listen, look, they got to get the ball inbound. So you got, I would say, exhaust, because the Suns only have one timeout left, right?
Same for Minnesota.
So because of that, you don't want the clock to run down too much, because you might have to foul again. So in regards to if you score and you're down 1. So what you want to do is have more time left. So at the end, maybe if you have to take it out to tie the game or win the game, you at least have maybe 4 to 5 seconds. So right now, it's not, you don't want to foul, obviously, before the inbound. So that's the key, because then that's one free throw.
And I should clarify, Minnesota out of timeouts now. That was their final one. Joe Ingles, who hasn't played all night, the 12-year vet, coming in to inbound the basketball. Oso will defend the inbound.
Oh, Ryan Dunn didn't see it. You got to foul. You got to foul. Foul. Ryan Dunn did not see that out of bounds.
Yeah, had his eyes turned back.
That was a catch and a layup.
Yeah.
I mean, that was one of the worst passes I could ever. I mean, that
have a whole lot on it.
Because you're passing it to the other end. We can see a replay of that inbound play. Just watch.
Keep the door open.
Trying to get a timeout as well. Now, here's the thing. You got to block out. And I like the substitutions of Oso I would have put Nick Richards in, too. It doesn't matter because he's going to call timeout.
Right. Edwards misses. Suns get the rebound and get the timeout. Oh, and who's ready to eat? Ant-Man, who had a can't-miss third quarter, misses 2 huge free throws. And with that double miss, everybody in the building going home with a free Chick-fil-A breakfast entree. 113, 112. I smell a wild finish.
You know what to do, Suns fans. Let them know.
Yeah.
11.5 left. Dillon Brooks, Devin Booker have both fouled out.
Love to see the ball get into Collin Gillespie's hands. He a Jordan Goodwin right now. You would love one of those guys to get the look.
Gillespie's got it. Works it inside. Tough runner. Gets it up and in. Minnesota, no timeouts remaining. Into the hands of Randall. Randall, 2 seconds left. With the shot. No good. No good. And the Suns, with an improbable, unlikely, unbelievable comeback with Collin, the villain junior, stinging him late with a game winner.
And Minnesota, wow. And the Timberwolves, who partied all second half, they walk out with their heads down. What an unbelievable, I don't want to quit ball game. It's just, this team right there, that's an example of what Suns fans this year is going to see. No quit, no nothing. And look, Devin Booker, Dillon Brooks on the bench. So, I felt that if this young man had the ball in his hands, K-Ray, he would be special. And man.
And you love the fact he's in that situation. He had that dribble penetration. There was still time on the clock. He didn't try to overpass. He saw the opening, and he took what he had in front of him.
Didn't matter, K-Ray. You don't want to wait till the last shot.
Right.
Like, you go for it. The first angle you had, and he had that angle, and boom.
Oh, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm here with Collin and the rest of this Suns team. But, Collin, I mean, take me through that last play and just how much were things slowing down for you out there?
Yeah, I mean, Coach drew up a good action for us. Try to just go something, get a good shot off. Everybody's going to the glass, but that's our group, man. We don't quit. No giving, no quit. Dog shit!
Steal to Goodwin for 3. Just what did you see out there, too, and just the hustle?
No quit mentality, man. That was fun. Our group didn't quit. Book went out in foul trouble. DB went out in foul trouble. But that's our group. We're resilient, racing out. JG out. Guys had to step up. Goody broke his nose on one of the last plays. Just fighting, man. That's what we do.
What are you feeling just from the overall team energy, the vibes of this group right now, and just how you support each other day in and day out?
Yeah, man, we love each other. We love each other. Special group. Everybody wants to see everybody succeed. Can't wait to get our guys back.
Doggy! All right, Collin, we'll let you go celebrate. Congratulations.
Let's do it. Thank you.
Wow. Let's take another look at the game winner. I'm going to go on record as saying his first in his NBA career.
I wanted the ball to get to him, as we said, out of the timeout. And look at that. They weren't going to help out. Like, that's the key on parts like games like this. Anthony Edwards was not going to help out because he saw Goodwin knock down threes all game. So now it's mano-mano at the end. And Collin got the right matchup to be able to get the shot off. I got a little afraid when Ryan was too aggressive on that three. But, man, what a tremendous game. And you know what's more important is the guy that they're going to count on all year, Devin Booker, had probably one of his worst games I've ever seen him have. 4 of 18. But you know what? He's ecstatic because they saved him tonight.
Call them team no quits. They didn't tonight. They secure a 114-113 cover behind win. They go to 2-0 in group play. Wow. Next broadcast, Arizona's Family Sunday, when the San Antonio Spurs come to town for a Western Conference showdown. Suns game time begins at 5:30 p.m. For our entire crew, Amanda Flugrad, the smooth shooter Eddie Johnson, I'm Kevin Ray saying so long, good night from downtown Phoenix. Now stay tuned for Suns Game Time postgame, sponsored by Sweet James with your hosts Tom Leander, Tom Chambers, and Frank Kaminsky.
Lux